talked about you having your coach's hat on during this stretch. Is there
Yeah.
a particular thing or things you find yourself looking at most often while you've been watching?
I mean, I try to notice as much as I can. I think, when we're successful, it really starts on defense for us. I think when we're disruptive, when we're up in passing lanes, defending hard, active hands, things like that. I think that's what leads to us being really good offensively. I think that's what led to our 2 games where we beat the Lynx and beat the Aces, and I think we lacked in that area versus the Sparks. We kind of just let them do whatever they want to. I thought we were a step behind, so I think that has to be intentional for our group going forward, is like we have to be a step ahead of everything, and that just comes down to knowing personnel and knowing our scout and, being very intentional in that, and I think that's kind of where the coaches have challenged us too.
How has Aari's addition kind of changed that vibe with this defensive group?
Yeah, I mean, she's as active as they come. She's going to be aggressive. She's going to pressure you. She's going to have her hands in passing lanes. She's going to cause a little bit of havoc out there, and I think that's exactly what we need. And she's going to pick up pull, and I know that well. She guarded me a couple times last year, so I think she's been tremendous for us, honestly.
Caitlin, how much are you just looking forward to being on the court with Aari?
Yeah, I think it'll be great. Obviously, I haven't played a game with her, I don't think, at least. She's kind of been here when I've been out, so I think it'll be great. I think it'll be nice to play with another point guard who can, read the floor really well and, get me to come off a few screens rather than, just playing out a ball screen mostly. And, we're still going to do a lot of that and play in transition and all that, but when we have an opportunity to run me off some screens, and I think that just gives the defense another thing they have to plan for, and we're not, as predictable as we may have been earlier in the season. So try some of that, but I think it'll be a lot of fun.